fact that these guys have 3 stellar Roadhogs on the roster. They also have Saviobi, so that makes 4 people who can all play Roadhog to a ridiculous level. And some of these 180 cookies he's putting out of John, looks like he had a homing missile on the end of it. What is this? And he's just easily able to pick people up. If this guy's a star, it's crazy.
Who had the biggest impact? Because Saviobi was on the bench for game #1, and New York walks away with the win anyway. Was it Pine on the DPS? Was it Livero, or was it the tanks?
I gotta say, I mean, I'm gonna go with the tanks here, but not the tank you're thinking of, right? I'm gonna be going with Jonak on the Roadhog.
I knew the one you're
No, you didn't. It was unheard of. But no, I'm gonna be going with Jonak, right? Because it takes a special kind of player to flex over to multiple roles and just play so well. Because the guy's already an incredible Zenyatta player, but the fact that he can go over to the Roadhog as well, they can run that sort of solo healer composition and still pull out plays that you'd expect to be seeing someone like Taimu playing on the Roadhog, or maybe I'm going to throw out a couple of old names here. Snizzlenose has kind of fallen off the radar a little bit. He used to be known for his Roadhog back in the day, but yeah, there's a reference for you if you follow European Overwatch. But honestly, and yeah, Jonak is my answer to that one, Puckett.
Proud of you, brother. All right, let's talk about the second game, because if you're London and if you lose this in less than 4 maps, you're going to be so frustrated that you threw game 2 away. You're up 99%, and you let your opponent come back in back-to-back rounds here, Sideshow.
Yeah, they did, and I think it was a decent strategy coming out from London Spitfire. Every time they started out with this Hog Diva kind of stuff, so when Mano comes in and they started out on the Winston, they mulch the tanks. But NYXL, they come back into it, and when they have Mano, Meko, and Jonak throwing out damage along with the double hit scan, it's an overwhelming amount of damage that London Spitfire just can't seem to deal with. The suppression is unreal from them.
So one of the things I put down to the fact that New York coming back into this and actually winning it is down to the fact that they adapted on the fly in these games. It was very subtle adaptations. It was changing of the DPS heroes mainly, but when Birdering started popping up on the high ground on the McCree, they switched over to a Winston Diva comp, right? New York were ready, they were prepped for it. They started diving in and focusing down a lot more because they realized that was the problem. Birdering again tried to adapt. There was this little mind games, this micro play with the heroes that was kicking off. It was lovely to see from like sort of this macro level of gameplay where they were making these hero swaps, but ultimately New York made the better swaps as the games are going on.
And it was putting Saviobi back on Tracer at the very end. As you guys saw, he picks up 4 kills basically. The Pulse Bomb will give them the win on Oasis. So now we've seen 2 games. We could go all the way to a Game 6 tiebreaker on Li Jiang. That's very unlikely. So let's talk about how this second half plays out, starting with you, Sideshow.
Yeah, I think NYXL are favored on the maps, but if London wants to come back into it, I think we have to start seeing them focus a bit more on their defense. If they're set up in these positions and they can swap over to a Junkrat or something like this, force NYXL to attack, that's where they've looked slightly weaker. Because at the moment, London can't break through this stonewall defense coming out from the NYXL. So they need to shift something up in their style, I think.
Bren, you called London to win it all. I tried to get you to flip. You stayed with London. How did they come back and win 3 straight here in the second half?
What he said.
Do what Sideshow said. That is the plan for London. We'll see if they can get the job done. Horizon is coming up next. London, send your energy. They need it. We'll find out if the players can get a big win. Game 3 coming up after this. The Overwatch League is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
War goes on. We have our plan. Stop them before they get away. The enemy has
show you how much power I have. Watch it. Here we go. Hey, guys. NYXL. They are one map away from being crowned the Overwatch League Stage 1 champions, getting that $100,000. Can the London Spitfire bring it back? Let's get into this last match and join our boys, Monty and Dylan.
All right, that's right. It is time for the crucial map right now because NYXL up 2 maps over London Spitfire. If they win this one, they are our Stage 1 champions. They get that $100,000. London sent home packing. So if London wants to stay in it, this is a must-win situation.
And fortunately for London, we're in a place where they're playing on Horizon. This hasn't been New York's best map.
True.
They've run a lot of different strategies on it, but they actually haven't been able to push through to a lot of wins. They lost to Seoul on this map using quad tank, I think a little bit excessively.
Well, we'll find out if any of the subs have an impact on that one. There is going to be one on the NYXL side. Janice coming in, subbing in for Mano in the main tank position.
Interesting to see Jonas coming in. I don't think his role is going to be changing that much, at least on the defense. Probably still will be a lot of Orisa play on the point A defense, as we typically see.
Just feeling a little bit more comfortable with his Orisa on this map, possibly, as we go to Horizon Lunar Colony, our assault map here in this best of 5. Again, it's a little bit different than usual. You know, we've had a lot of 4-map series, right? Where even if a team is up 3-0, we still play another map, but no, not this time.
A winner will be crowned.
That's right, not in the finals, Monte Cristo. New York Excelsior could take home the prize on this map right here, right now. London on the verge of being defeated. They must win Horizon Lunar Colony if they want to keep this finals going. I think I'd like to see this finals keep going a bit more.
Hey, they could draw it, though. I don't. There are several options.
That is true.
There are several options.
True. All right. Well, you've killed the hype again.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
One last hype killing at the end of the stage. That's it.
I'm a merciless hype destroyer.
The hype train just right off the tracks. Oh well. New York Excelsior on the defense, London Spitfire on the attack as we get things started. They're going for the Sombra strat, so looking to hack the health packs, use that EMP to take a point.
Yeah, we'll see if they can actually make it into position. It will be a low ground defense from New York on the point itself, so it's going to be harder to get this Sombra in position than normal.
All right, Translocator dropped in the airlock there.
They're going to be running around. Once they get, you see Fedosian Invisible going to be doubling back onto the Mega Health Pack.
Yeah, Janice and Libero.
Actually not. Janice is just going to get hacked right off the start of things, but there's no follow-up damage, so value there. Not too terribly high. He's going to come around the other side right now and look for a hack onto the Mini. This is dangerous.
Oh, into the back lines. Yep. Oh, he's taken up before he can translocate. Mecca right there to slap him down, and now Birdring really needs to hit some shots if they want to keep this push going. He's got to back off.
That was a very questionable Sombra play. They knew they were already on the low ground. You can go for that pack if they're on the opposite side of the point on the high ground, but running into 4, even if you have the translocator, is a dicey prospect.
It is a bit on the risky side. Profit.
All right, Notion has EMP, so this is going to be their time to shine, but everybody on New York is stretched out behind some of the terrain by the mini health packs. It's going to be hard to get a good one.
There we go, gets in there. There's EMP on the Jonak, taken out immediately. Oh, but he gets trapped. And that's going to be Sabiel. Libero on the Junkrat comes flying in. Birdring finds the kill onto Arc here. So London trying to turn it around, but no, the kills from New York just seem like they're too much. Maybe Nuss with the res can change it, but I feel like that was a very optimistic Valkyrie.
I mean, he's coming back in. Mecca was already G-Mech, so he's going to bring some more in. Prophet's going to make it back, so it is a worthwhile Valkyrie in the end. They will take this point.
Man, it's super close. Sabiel tries to hold it, but I guess it's too late.
I like your gold balls.
Really pulled that one out of the fire there.
Yeah, he realized they didn't have any supports left up, so he could safely use that Valkyrie because they would have a huge healing advantage, and with the faster respawns coming in, it was going to have some value. But they didn't use it just to take point A. And a lot of time was lost on the setup to that attack.
This is basically like that one fucking map.
Sombra.
Wait a second, this is that map.
Of London.
They're all going to the left.
I hear a fucking hog beneath me.
I'm at the right. Sorry. Your left, my right.
onto Sabielby.
Bye, Lucio.
Here comes Riptire. Oh, Murdering.
That was
Takes
a
it out.
beautiful shot. It was chasing Prophet across.
Oh wow, he just deflected that. That could have been really poorly.
Certainly did. Sabielby back up now.
I'm very glad that the chain of events that turned out ended up in my favor.
Gonna punish Janus on the high ground.
All right, Murdering has to back away. That self-destruct, a little bit of a scary thing to deal with. He's back in action now, taking
The
shots.
fuck is that shit?
Can't find the kill into Arc, though. Arc down to like 10 HP. Super low right
Dun,
now.
Sorry.
No ultimate translation.
That wasn't my intention. I was trying to get out of there before I lost my mag.
is to win the
He
game.
made it through, but London Spitfire picking up some of the kills. Murdering, trying to pick Arc out of the air in that Valkyrie. Going after Libero.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets taken down.
Yeah.
London still though coming in with a lot of kills here.
Straight up
Got
garbage.
New York Excelsior bottled up back at spawn.
I mean, Nuts is
Where
already
the
on
fuck
his
is this
second Valkyrie
motherfucker?
right now. And
Oh,
Arc is
Hog.
up into spawn, but it's stalling time.
He heard you through my mic, by the way.
Pushed back by
Oh, we killed the
Fury.
hog. Nice.
Nice
Nice,
with the
Discord, my
Diva.
Meg.
And so London will actually take point B with quite a bit of time remaining in the time bank. 4:25 to be exact. Very
Suck some
solid
dicks and
attack
then we'll
run
get
for
this
them.
point.
Absolutely. Patience there. So they knew coming into that second fight it was going to be hard for them to commit because they had just used the Valkyrie. So they engage in an extended poke battle to rebuild up their support ultimates, force Arc's hand, and then commit once they have their own Valkyrie again. So pretty textbook in this meta as far as the dominance of Mercy play is concerned.
And so that leaves New York Excelsior with the task of taking both points very quickly themselves if they want to put themselves in a good position to fight it out in time.
Dang it. Target.
How the fuck did I just do that?
That last push as well.
What is going on? I fucking
12
suck.
eliminations.
No,
I had to fucking get you down to 1 HP.
Because he was getting
that
the
was
picks
insane. No, that was all me. 100% me. No way that you didn't shoot him at all.
Good job, Lucio.
I'm fucking with you.
Which I think is a well-deserved nickname.
Well deserved.
What?
Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Saying, maybe
Probably a
he's
good call.
The Duke of Pigs. The Earl of Pigs. Gets a couple crucial ones.
Once
There
I
we
die,
go.
I think I will.
Nice follow up, McCree.
Certainly a minor noble.
That's right. The Earl of Elimination.
That's it. That's what he was.
Just turn on the left.
The Earl of Elimination.
Sounds good to me.
Turret's destroyed.
Nice Excelsior turret.
Whoa, close-up turret action. Arc.
Be sure to buy Excelsior skins with your owl token.
I guess so, yeah. Nice ad there.
Oh, we're fucked. I got dick sucked in the back.
Makes me feel like I can do better on all maps.
I would just feel disappointed in myself.
Each time you buy a skin, it sucks a little bit of their ability out. No, be careful. New York Excelsior on the attack. Here we go. London Spitfire opting for that high ground defense this time. Just going to try to pull some people in range for bird ring.
This happens like in every single game.
So this will be the high ground defense this time.
Yep.
Alright, that's it.
With no diva.
Sorry, guys.
I'm
back, sorry.
We'll be against the Hive.
Sorry about that.
So New York is going to get right onto that high ground.
Bird ring low health has to back away, jumps over to his mercy, and they are going to go ahead and demech and kill Meko.
There's lots of sim turrets outside our main entrance.
There are a lot of sim turrets outside of our main entrance. Hog on the right.
I got 2 of them.
And Murdering with the headshot onto a trap Libero.
There's nothing sadder than a trapped Genji.
I know, right?
Fucking scatterer, right? That's something.
Furiously attempting to deflect
Damn.
it. Just wait that cooldown out.
Crying cyber.
Well, that was a nice initial attempt. Of course, you usually come in with a Winston first and cover the Winston with the Diva behind with the defense matrix, but Prophet already has that Riptire, so...
Here we go, the dive coming in a little bit more coordinated this time around, although Jonak, he's damage boosted. Oh, it was just a distraction. Janice was coming in.
See the wolf's eye.
Riptire time. Prophet tries to turn it around, doesn't work. Janice there to finish it off, but no, Prophet decides, I don't need that ultimate. I can get kills just fine. It's okay.
Do they want me to?
Jonak falls in the end. It's only Arc and Janus left, so they will beat a hasty retreat back to their base. Bird Ring swaps over to the Tracer now. I think he's a bit concerned that there might be a bit more pressure on the actual point itself, and he needed to make it back more quickly. So
2 minutes in the time bank for New York Excelsior. It's
Gonna be harder to hold this high ground with the Tracer, though.
Hey, we still have that 1 point. We're just gonna play defense. That's the real cancerous fucking way to play. But okay.
Gonna turn around, take a breather. Jonak down
Never
already.
mind.
Prophet got 1 kill here. Gesture brought back up by London. Trying to still keep defending both Mercies, bringing people back to the fight. Libero has a Dragon Blade. There's a Reflect, maybe a chance here to pull it out if he can get into the back lines. He's waiting for that Mercy ult to end. There it goes. Fury with the kill to Janus. Art brings him right back up again. Transcendence, though. Libero coming in with a bit of protection from his Genji. Medosin dead. He can't use that Zenyatta ultimate. And New York just carving through London.
But not with a lot of time remaining, Dylan, and they had to use it all. They had to dump all the ultimates on the point. And when you play this dive style, you want to snowball. That's the intention. Go ahead and charge up your Dragon Blade for the next attack. Wipe everybody on point B and get a blazingly fast time, but that's just happening for them.
My defense
Okay.
matrix went down.
30 seconds to even equalize London's point.
But look what they're doing. They're going to play a high ground poke attack, so they go back to
I
Libero
killed
on the
Mickey
soldier,
Mouse.
like we saw on
Sad
Oasis.
day.
Save you'll be on the McCree, and they're going to hide behind this Orisa barrier.
That's right. It's hide noon now for Sabiel B
Definitely hide noon.
until he builds up a little bit more. Stay behind the shield. The dive coming in. Goodbye, Birdring. Jonak.
It's like a Dia McCree? What's that mean?
Birdring back in the fight, though. Prophet down. Meko with the double kill. New York jumps onto the point. This is it, man. They got to try to take this in a hurry here. Oh, Medosin has just enough time to pop that Transcendence as they try to stop New York from getting any more progress here.
Sabiel B still firing away, however.
Yeah, he's trying. Oh, he's succeeding. There goes Gesture. Sabiel B running. Oh, takes a short detour to kill Prophet.
Soldier going up, upper left, right.
Genji's
along
behind me.
McCree.
He's coming from this left side.
Now gets Birdring. Maybe able to get a little bit more here. There's the D-Mac onto Fury.
Let me know if those dickheads try to touch that flag.
He's dead.
Suck their penis.
Fucking
Fucking-
back to the fight, but there goes Gesture. New York has been getting a lot of these kills, but a nice pulse bomb onto Jonak, and I don't think they can bring him back now.
No, they can't. Libero still, he's working his way up to a tactical visor, though.
The Metro down low.
There's attack visor. Oh, but he's getting pushed around. Doesn't matter. Gesture down. Fury out of the mech one more time. Turns for the kill. Mecha with a self-destruct onto Birdring. And thus, it's a combat as London tries to keep the point alive with just Mercy and Zen.
Ultimate
Gesture
defense.
getting there just in time here. But now London
still
with that
alive.
everything. Yeah, Birdring trying to delay. The delay has been very, very real. Lots of time getting eaten off the time bank by London.
They're not swapping up these heroes, though. Prophet is going to get stunned by his own flashbang.
Goodbye, Sabiel. Prophet coming in, though, with that Dragon Blade. Gets Libero. Maybe that's the ticket, but no. Janus comes back with the kill to Nuss. Medosin there with the Doom Fist. It's time. Time to fight it out, but no, he's gone. Mecha with another kill. A crazy delay.
That's it.
London, and that is finally it. But what